Hello, everybody. Welcome back, my beautiful loves. Welcome back, Cancer. My name is Catherine, and welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel. This is a Cancerian only channel, but I do welcome every cross watcher to this channel and anybody who is, I guess, pulled or um, feels, somehow resonates with the title, or perhaps even maybe has some sort of feeling about a thumbnail, okay? Something that captures them, that brings them here. Whatever the reason why you have gotten here, welcome, okay? I just want to open up the doors to everybody. All right. And please take your time, you guys. Hit that like button for me. Please go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help with the algorithm. It helps with the growth of this channel. And I really appreciate every single effort that you make. And just thank you. Also, you guys, I want to remind you, if you don't know, if you're not aware, I do have two other channels. She Reads Tarot, where I read for all 12 signs. Every single month, you guys, I will put out a reading for each sign. Last month, I was a little bit tardy because of the move, you guys. But please go and check out the readings that are uploading and being uploaded as we speak. So, go and check it out. I think I'm up to Virgo. We're getting ready to upload Virgo's reading this evening. So please go and check your reading. And also, you guys, make sure you are subscribed, okay? Most importantly, hit those notification bells, you guys, across all of the channel platforms, and make sure that you select all so that you can be notified when all of my readings are posting. All right. Also, you guys, Tarot Talk Live. I did upload some rather interesting updates on Nancy Guthrie. Please go and check those out. Please go and check out the episode or series Conspiracy Theory that I have created on that channel. It is really awesome. It is kind of morphed into a thing, you guys. So please go and check it out. It's not just celebrities. It's not just crime tarot or true crime tarot, but it's all subjects, you guys, just anything you can think of. So go and check it out. And also, it is an interactive channel. We are going to be going live now that I am in the studio. We're going to be going live, you guys. So please let me know. Send me your email requests. Let me know what you guys would like to see. If there are specific questions that you would like to see answered when I go live to do the Tarot Talk Live letters, please email me your requests. I'm going to be reading your questions during those lives and answering your questions during the live. If you want your name to be announced, just let me know when you email me. If you want to remain anonymous, let me know when you send me the email, and I will keep you anonymous. Okay. So please, I'm interested in getting you guys' questions. Please email me your questions, okay? You can also put them in the comments, you guys, if you don't want them to be, anonymous. But if you would like for them to be anonymous, please go ahead and email me. All right. So please do that. I am so eager in getting you guys' responses. You can also send me emails straight from my website, you guys, if you would like to book a personal reading with me. I am booking personal readings right now. I am also running a sale on my website through the weekend of the 10th, you guys. It's a Mother's Day sale, so it'll be through the weekend of the 10th. So it's going to be 30% off of all of your orders, $15 and up. Okay, so please go and check it out. Go check out the website, go check out the other channels, and just support your girl. All right, I appreciate you guys. I love you. All right, so let's move on, Cancer. Okay, let's move on. So let's just start off with your overall energy here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, what do my Cancers need to know today, please, Spirit? What do my Cancers need to know today, please, Spirit? And this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes. I'm not a psychic. However, I do have abilities to remote view or see things. And it's not something that I'm going to purposefully set to do, which actually I have a couple of times asked to see certain things, and I've been in this position to be shown certain things. I talk about it more on my other channel, Tarot Talk Live. I have talked about it on this channel as well. So please go and check it out. It is very interesting. But again, I just have to say that because again, I'm not an ordained prophet or a psychic or anything of that nature. At least I don't call myself that, but I do have gifts, certain gifts that are of that realm. Okay. And some people have told me that I'm definitely psychic. Definitely. But again, I don't put those labels on me. I'll allow God to tell me what I am or show me. Okay. And he has been showing me a lot, actually. But I can't really put my finger on all of it. I do know I am an empath. I do know I have clairsentient abilities. I can feel what others feel, physical ailments and such. Yeah, it's real different. So we'll talk about all of that later. Let's get on with the message. Okay, Cancers. So Cancers, what do you need to know today? And so we got 3 cards out. Okay. And if you want to know, we're looking at the Healing Waters Oracle. Okay. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I have the book available. Okay. So this is just the overall energy before we start with the main meat of the message. So we have noises as usual. Sorry, guys. So we have the well maidens here. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. The well maidens. And we have water codes. Both of them references to water, Cancer. Water codes. Ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. Gentle force. And there's also a reference of water here as well, which this is the Healing Waters Tarot. So I believe all of these are water referenced, you guys. So I guess I picked the right deck, huh? So we have gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, and the long game. With the well maidens here, kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion, I just always think of that story of the woman at the well. And that is also a story of compassion and reverence. Okay. It makes me think about something that I talked about with my sister when I was younger. But I'm thinking about commitment, the well maiden. So patience is not on here, but patience is a word that is coming to me. Oh, you know why? Because it's here in the gentle force. We have patience here. The long game, persistency. I'm getting an energy of having to wait for something, but being compassionate, being kind, being respectful, and having reverence while you're waiting on something instead of, what a lot of people are these days, which is extremely disrespectful and unkind, right? Not really having reverence for anything other than themselves, and definitely not having any compassion, just more concerned for what they want and what they need, not others. Well, the well maidens are the opposite of that. Okay. The well maidens are the opposite of that. Okay. They know the purpose of the well. Okay. And they have reverence for what the well provides. They're also the keepers of the well. Okay. So they are going to protect those that come to use the well to ensure that it is there for the next person. Do you see what I'm saying? And that it is not misused or even abused, right? So the well maidens hold a very, very huge task. I feel that you have a very huge task at hand. And you also, there's an expectation for you to stand out and apart from the rest. There's an expectation for you to do things that others wouldn't, couldn't, don't want to. You know what I mean? There's an energy of being faithful as well. I don't know that I see faithful anywhere here, but I'm getting faithful here with this consistency, persistence, patience, and the long game. I mean, if that doesn't talk about being faithful, I don't know what does. But this also talks about a gentle force. You don't have to be overbearing to be everlasting. Do you see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, some of the longest lasting ones are the most gentle, sweetest, compassionate people. My grandmother was one of them. And oh, if I can learn anything, I can learn so much from her. And I still am, even though she's no longer physically here. She is in spirit. And I love her so much. And she's constantly teaching me. She was such a wise woman, but she was so happy, content, patient, sweet, caring, kind, despite who it was, even despite what they, have to offer, maybe even sometimes because of their lack of or inability, that would put her into gear even more. So she taught me so much, and she was not a judgmental person by any means, but she was faithful, and faithful to the Lord, and faithful to the word, faithful to the commandments, okay, faithful to the teachings that she learned, and just faithful, period. And she was just like a little kid. She had the spirit of just a little girl, even though she was she was almost 100 when she transitioned. Okay, she was 98. Okay, so there's something about that energy that is coming through. Okay, something about that energy that is coming through. And it's also an energy of not being changed. Now we have water codes here. This is interesting because, again, this talks about ancient wisdom, you guys. I'm telling you right now, I also feel like this is the energy of someone's ancient maternal wisdom. So it could be a grandmother, a great grandmother, even a mother. There's an energy of someone that is no longer in this realm, but also an energy of having received the codes. And when you talk about water codes, you're talking about DNA. If you're talking about codes, you're talking about DNA. If you're talking about water, you're talking about life. I mean, let's just get it together. Life codes, DNA sequencing, life sequence, life sequencing, life sequences. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. Come on now. This is it. This is something that you were passed down. You possess something, Cancer, that you were passed down from an ancient ancestor. It could be a grandmother, it could be a mother, could be a great grandmother or an aunt even, but there was some maternal ancestor that passed down some gift, some sort of spiritual blessing that only you have because of your bloodline. Come on with it. Okay. The well maidens. There were other female, other maternal, other mothers, other feminine, divine feminine energies that came before you that also are waiting at the well and doing this in reverence of what was before them and what is being passed down. Hello? You get water from up out of the well. The water comes up and out. And look, water codes. Can you see how this is happening? And you have it within you. It's ancient. And you have not just a purpose, but a responsibility. Not just a purpose, not just a desire, but a true responsibility in passing it down to others and doing it with gentle force. Doing it with gentle force, which means you're going to be consistent, which means you're going to be patient. You're going to be persistent, and you're going to play the long game. You think about a long game when you think about sports. There's an energy of not just focusing on coming out and, doing all your deals right then. No, setting things up for later, right? Setting the stage for certain things to take place because we're thinking about the long game. We're not just thinking about that first pass, that first person that gets the ball, you know what I mean? That first person that takes that shot. No, we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about all the things that are going to come after that. That is what is going to get us closer to winning, right? We're going to be thinking ahead. Gentle force. So, yeah, there is, you've been blessed with some sort of a gift. Okay. You've been blessed with some sort of a gift. Now, girl with the snake. Interesting here. And we talked about this at the beginning of the reading. I channeled this energy. We have empath here. Empath with, and it says empath and a narcissist paradigm. So the empath and narcissist paradigm basically is there's this belief that empaths attract narcissist energy. Okay. There's the belief that if you are an empath, there's a narcissist soon to follow. Because the number one goal of a narcissist is to have utter control over everything and everyone around them. If there is an empath, right, who is feeling everything, and when you're an empath, you're very, very in tune with your senses and with the energy around you. When you're more aware of something, aren't you more able to either get out of the way, be in the way of something that you want to receive if it's good energy, stop it, thwart it, see it coming from a distance, do something about it, right? Narcissists don't like that. Narcissists don't like that. Okay? They don't like it. So it's classic that the first thing here that pops out is this girl with the snake energy. And this is the first card coming out, and I'm looking at your energy. Okay? Your energy here in the recent past, okay? Because that is what we're focusing on now. The recent past energy, right? And we have girl with a snake. Tell us more about this girl with the snake. So we have the Phoenix and the Grim Reaper here. So you're pretty much, I feel that in the recent past, there may have been people or, situations that kind of attach themselves to you. You may have allowed situations to affect you, affect your energy. Okay. You may have enabled certain people or energies, right, to have certain control over you in certain ways, whether it be your emotions, your time, your money, your physical abilities, your energy, whatever it was, your house, your car, whatever it was, there were certain boundaries that were crossed, I feel, in the recent past. With the Phoenix and the Grim Reaper, I feel that you have gone through this situation where you're no longer in that mindset. With the Grim Reaper, there's definitely an ending. Something has ended. Some sort of relationship has definitely been cut off. So I feel that you've cut off this snake, which is why this card came out separately. Because I feel like there was a time when you were carrying that energy in the recent past. But with the Phoenix and the Grim Reaper, there has been an ending. Someone's mind has been transformed. You've grown out of it. You're on a new journey, or there's an energy of, rekindling. Okay. Now, this person could have changed their mind. They may have ended the connection with you. They may have changed their mind and decided to go and, get with somebody from their past. Okay. And you're like, great, now I'm free. So there's an energy of whatever it was, whether it was you or this person, somebody changed their mind. Somebody decided no more and they moved on. Okay. And they moved on. So that is your overall energy here. So with that being said, in the recent past, let's look at the current. And we're going to look at the tarot messages. Don't worry. Okay. So let's please go ahead now. And we are looking at the current energy. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. So definitely an energy of some, it says Smex addiction. Okay. I think y'all are aware of what that says there. So we're going to keep that card off to the side. But yes. So someone is dealing with some sort of an energy of being addicted to someone that they don't have anymore. We got losing sleep. So somebody is thinking about you at nighttime, or somebody is losing sleep because they miss you and they're not getting what they want because you have cut them off. There has been a cut off. So you know what? There's been a cut. You've cut someone off. Okay. You've told this person no. And there's some sort of an ascension that's taking place. Before I even get to this third card, I'm going to tell you right now. There's definitely a boundary that you have laid with this person. Like you've let this person know that this is the way it is. I'm not changing it because you're a narcissist. I feel like in the past, there's an energy of in the past, this person was able to talk you out of what you already know that you have within you. It's in you. It's already in you. There's no getting out of it. So maybe there's an energy of you just kind of like close your eyes to it long enough to enable this person with Girl with the Snake. Like I said, like you were holding this energy. You were literally holding the snake. You were literally entertaining it. Do you see what I'm saying? It says being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay. So you were being used, or you were being manipulated or charmed, or someone was making you think that it was all good when it wasn't, and you had your eyes closed because deep down you knew that it really wasn't, because your intuition. That's why we have water codes right there in the center, because that is exactly what it was. That ancient wisdom was within you telling you that this isn't it. You're holding the snake. You have to release the snake, okay? So there's some toxicity, some addiction, could be to a person, could be to what, this person brought, or, whatever it was that you shared with this person. But whatever it was toxic. It was not your purpose, right? And with gentle force here, I feel like there is some sort of persistence. You're going to be standing on business. You're letting this person know that I have changed my mind and I can do that, right? With the Grim Reaper, it's like, just stop. It's dead, and it's a dead issue. It's over. It's done. Okay? It's time to let it go. Let's get one more here. Your current energy. So yeah, look, love, hate. Okay. And I do feel that this is where it is now. It's not as though, you didn't love this person at one time. It's not as though this love necessarily wasn't love. It is just that it has turned toxic, right? And the separation of the two is just very unclear. It's very unclear. Like, where do we go? What are we doing? What are we doing? Heartbreak under the deck. Okay. Heartbreak under the deck. So I feel like you're currently in that situation where it's like, I just can't go forward. Under the deck here, look, the sword and the rose. Look, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, force, and look, gentle force. Y'all, I'm not even kidding you. I would not. Gentle force. And then we have force here. Okay. OMG. And because I didn't look under the deck, so I decided to go ahead and look under the deck. And this is what we got. The sword and the rose, very much similar energy when you're talking about the girl with the snake. When you put these two together, there's just an energy of you woke up and saw the truth, right? And even though it hurt, even though it cut, even though you made a decision, right? You were standing on business, right? Standing on business. Standing on business. This is toxic. We're not going to continue down this road here, right? With heartbreak. It's like, I don't like doing this, but I don't see how we can continue. So let's look at the future, or the energy coming, future energy. Cancer. What is the future energy for Cancer? And then we will clarify this with the tarot messages. Tell me, what is the future energy for Cancer? Okay, so good to see. Attack in the reverse. We have Ascension here, and it came out sideways, you guys. And we have Chemistry. It came out sideways, and I'm going to say more down than up. I'm going to take that in the reverse here. Under the deck, whoop, sexual energy. And this is all about passion. Okay. This is all about passion, being around a lot of people, being very open, dating others, I don't know. What's the energy? Being very emotionally open. But we have attack in the reverse, ascension in the reverse, chemistry, and this sexual energy coming through underneath, behind the scenes. So when I see attack in the reverse, I'm getting an energy of someone who is letting their guard down, or someone who is, it's like the walls are coming down, or they're going into a different mode. It's, they're feeling very, very open, right? But almost vulnerable. Okay. Physical altercation, verbal attack, one or more people turning on you, and spiritual, and this is in the reverse. So I feel like, again, this is an energy of a physical situation, but it is not a negative physical situation, if you know what I mean. We have ascension here, and it's in the reverse. Yoga, meditation, starting spiritual journey, spiritual gifts, grounding, and a higher understanding. And this is in the reverse. So this is all about kind of closing your eyes, or it's like turning a blind eye to a situation, or um, kind of like pushing things under the surface or under the rug. And with chemistry here, this is like Ace of Wands. This is like, you know, you are, this talks about being sexually frustrated, by the way. So I'm going to tell you right now, there's an energy of somebody who is like saying, you know what? I understand. I know that I have been like doing all the things, but right now I'm going to have to put all this to the side, because right now I'm just a little, I just need some company. I just need some company. That is what I'm telling you right now. Gossip is coming behind sexual, and then we have friends. So I'm telling you right now, there's an energy of somebody that you talk to, okay? Somebody that you talk to on a regular basis, okay? Or somebody that you're friends with is going to approach you. It's like friends with benefits, is what I'm getting. With sexual gossip and friends under the deck, y'all don't need to see the word sexual to know, but I just wanted to show you the card, okay? Sexual gossip and friends, okay? All underneath the deck here. Someone is going to, there's an approach. I don't know if somebody's going to approach you or you're going to approach somebody, but there's an energy of like, listen, can we just be friends with benefits, even though we're not necessarily together anymore or in a relationship? Like, I know that, you know, you want more, but it's like this person is coming to tempt you. That's what is happening. But you, there's energy of when you draw your boundaries and you make up your mind, you draw your boundaries and you make up your mind. Okay. And I feel that you are coming out of this. There's an energy I'm getting kind of going back and forth, because if this is coming up in the future energy for you right now, now underneath it, I will say we do have learning and we do have gratitude. So there is an energy of perhaps you learning your lesson, right? and being thankful that, you know, you were able to learn certain lessons. Okay. Or you may be getting ready to learn a lesson about a specific person. But there's definitely an energy of going back and forth, right? On this decision. So let's see. Let's look at the tarot messages now. What have I stumbled onto? All right, starting with this girl with the snake hair. Empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries here. Tell me more about this girl with the snake, please. For Cancer. And we have the Page of Pentacles. All right, the Page of Pentacles. So this is all about recognition. Recognition, wanting, giving someone, sending a message that, you know, that you are the person that is all about sending messages, okay? Sending a message, okay? The Page of Pentacles. Pages are all about carrying messages, receiving messages, bringing a message, okay? And the Page of Crystals, the Page of Pentacles. This is all about letting somebody know that I am the one that you can count on, right? I'm your person. You can count on me. I'm right here. Don't you see me over here? I'm the one. I am the one for you. Under the deck, we have the Hermit. So the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit here. That Hermit is somebody who is, they don't really want to be around others. This is somebody who's really doing some soul searching right now. They've kind of been, you know, just kind of chilling. Don't really want to go out tonight. Don't really want to do anything. I just kind of want to think, you know, think things through. Now, when you get in a situation where you have been in having, if you have a physical relationship with someone and then this person all of a sudden tells you that they just like want to think or they just want to talk, you know, that there's something going on. There's something going on. So someone is sending a message that they're available, right? With that Page of Pentacles. I have time for you. I have energy for you. I'm up. I'm ready to go. I want to hang out. I want to do this. It's all about time and energy. So someone is sending the message that they're available. But this Hermit is saying, I'm sorry, I'm just not right now. Okay. That is this empath with a snake. Okay. And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Knight of Cups. See, this is all about going back and forth. This is someone who is like, you know, we can just hang out and, you know, but there's an energy of doing more than just hanging out, right? That Knight of Cups is very flirtatious, that Knight of Cups is not going to let up, right? Until someone gives in. It's all about trying to make something happen, okay? It's all about trying to make something happen or offering someone something and seeing who is going to accept it. And it's not just offering it to one person, but it's potentially offering it to multiple people. So, you could be dealing with a situation where there's someone that, is sleeping around with multiple people and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna not do that anymore, right? I want something more stable. I want something more committed. I'm ready to grow up. I want something more mature. And besides, that's not even safe, right? Like, I want to live to be nice and old and healthy, right? So I don't want to live a certain lifestyle, okay? I don't want to live a certain lifestyle. And look at this. Look at this. The King of Pentacles, baby, under the deck. This is all about protection. I kid you not. This is all about protection. I cannot make this up right now, y'all. The Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Fancy that. And we have the Phoenix and the Grim Reaper. So literally there's an energy of you basically let this person know, I'm just not with this right now. Not with this anymore. Okay. Not with it. With the Four of Wands. Okay. Stable. I want something stable with the Sword and the Rose. Okay. You basically let this person know that if you want anything, it's going to be via stability. With that Four of Wands, there's going to be some commitment taking place. And didn't I say commitment? I know I did. I know I did. So yes, very much. And we have the Two of Cups behind it. Okay. The Four of Wands and the Two of Cups will solidify it. And with the Star, okay, I'm telling you right now, this is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like, if you don't want it, someone else will. If you can't provide it, someone else definitely will. Okay. So that is the truth. That is you standing on business. And that is what you told this person. That is why there was this separation. And frankly, that is why with Smex's addiction, losing sleep, and love hate in the current energy with heartbreak underneath the deck. Okay. And you have bumping heads here and then ashamed here. Okay. With I love you. I'm telling you right now, this person is going to feel really bad about the fact that, first of all, you had to end a connection because they just refused to do things the right way. You were ascending. There's an energy of ascension in the reverse here. See, this person, and with the attack in the reverse, it's like they're not even going to fight back. I feel like there's an energy of, with attack in the reverse as well, I feel like there's an energy of not even fighting back or not even going against you if you stand up to this person, because that's where you're really going to see, if you stand on business long enough, you're going to see whether or not this person is serious or not. Okay, despite whether or not you're putting out anymore, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. The best thing you can do is tell someone no, right? And even better than that, to tell them no twice. Do you see what I mean? Because they're going to try you. They're going to test you that first time, right? And then they're going to come back and be like, yeah, she said no. I'm not, she's not going to be able to say no again. And they're going to come back and with their best, right? They're going to put on their best cologne or perfume, their best outfit, all of their Easter Sunday. You understand? And they are going to try you again. And you are going to stand on business and you're going to say no. Okay. The terms haven't changed. Nothing is going to change until with the star until we get what we asked for. Okay. Period, point blank, which is the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. Like, what is it about it that you don't get? And also the reference to the well, very, very cute spirit to use that reference, because it's like this. You don't miss your water until that well runs dry. I'm telling you right now. And this is exactly what I have heard so many times from my ancestors. And they were definitely telling the truth. You know, you're not going to miss it until the well runs dry. I will have to say that is such a true statement. That is such a true statement. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and now look here at the current energy with losing sleep and its sex addiction. So like I said, I feel like this person is just they're having some issues. You know what I mean? Like they're having some real issues. They're replaying things over and over. They're thinking about you constantly. They love you one second, they hate you the next. This is an energy of someone who is not getting what they want. This is you telling a narcissist no. This is them having a tantrum because you said no and not able to deal with, to deal with it. Okay. Tell me about sex addiction and losing sleep. Okay. So we got the Two of Wands. And love-hate here. And the Seven of Pentacles. All right, under the deck, look at this. Look at this. The Emperor, authoritarian. I told you, the Emperor. This person wants to control what you're doing or what you're going to do. See, we have the Two of Wands and the Emperor, right? This is an energy of someone they're making plans to come in and exert their control over a situation. This is also an energy of divine masculine that wants to control or, be able to control what this person is doing or what they're going to do. And perhaps the fact that they are not able to get past that Two of Wands, there's an energy of they're just losing it right now. They're just losing it. See, what's interesting is you have the Queen of Cups here. Look, the Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here under the deck. So with the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Three of Cups. The Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here under the deck. So this is all about having to wait, right? That Three of Pentacles is all about wanting someone to work with you, right? Wanting to get together and, handle business as a team, wanting to do things together. Do you see what I mean? Queen of Cups is all about love and affection and wanting someone to just be with them and to, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're not on that. You are not on that. And this person is getting their heart broken. So you have the Two of Pentacles. Look, you have the Empress here. Two of Pentacles with the Empress and the Magician. So again, there's the energy of going back and forth, but with the Nine of Swords here behind it all, there is definitely going to be somebody who's getting their heart broke. It's going to end up leading to a dead end because at the end of the day, you're going to tell this person it's going to be a no. There's an energy of being tired of going back and forth and around with this person when they know exactly what it is you want. Okay. Divine feminine here with the magician. Like you are determined to get what you want here. And you are no longer in the energy of going back and forth with this person. As a matter of fact, it's become exhausting. It has become exhausting. You're tired of this person breaking your heart and then turning around and bumping heads with you because they're upset because they just can't get it right. And it's shameful, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're ashamed of the fact that this person, that you even were in love with this person, right? Because it's like this person just is not getting it. It's like they're refusing to see it. That's why I saw that energy of repressed emotions here with ascension in the reverse. It's like this person is just not going to get it. And with attack in the reverse, I feel like there's an energy of you just refuse to fight. Like there's an energy of, you know what, I just give up because you know what, you're just never going to get it. You are never going to get it with chemistry here. And again, sexual gossip, friends. It's like this person, they're just not going to learn their lesson. All they want, they will just be satisfied with just being friends with benefits because at the end of the day, they know that they're not willing to commit. That is why that word kept coming up. I kept looking for commit somewhere and I could not see it. That's why I couldn't find the word commit anywhere. That's why. That's why I kept saying that word is coming up for me, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. So I couldn't really just call it out because there is none. This person lacks commitment. Whoa, that card wanted to come out with attack. Oh, look at this. 10 of Swords. That is why. 10 of Swords, attack in the reverse. You're done. You have enough swords in your back. There's an energy of, you know what? I refuse to fight. You win. Because every single time I end up getting a sword in my back, right? Under the deck, we have the Page of Wands. Okay. This is all about taking risks. Okay. This is all about putting yourself out there. And there's an energy of, you know what? I can't. I'm just not willing to put myself out there any further. Every time I do, you end up putting another sword in me, right? And I'm just not willing. Tell me about ascension in the reverse. Ascension in the reverse. Look, we got the Fool here, okay? I'm telling you right now, there's an energy of I would just rather pack my bags and move on, right? I would just rather go somewhere completely new, right? Start something new, start over, start fresh, because this ain't working. Underneath the deck, divine. Look at this. High Priestess here. Okay. But it also says divine. And it is a feminine here. It is a feminine energy coming through. But this is the High Priestess. This is all about having that intuition, right? To know when to hold them and when to fold them. Do you know what I mean? You got to know when to hold and when to fold, Cancer. And in this particular instance, you're like, you know, I'm folding now. I'm out. I'm up. You're never going to learn. You know, with chemistry here, I feel like there's an energy of kind of just being frustrated, being kind of just overwhelmed that, you know, you went through all of this and had all of this energy for this person only for it to kind of go down like this. I feel like with gossip too, you may even be talking to friends or family members or other people about this. And look, we have the Seven of Swords, right? It's an energy of just wanting to just be by yourself, right? Feeling kind of bamboozled, right? Feeling like someone really got one over on you, right? And that is leaving you feeling upset. Under the deck, hangman, right? So it's just like an energy of just like, dang, after all of this, you kind of really feel like this person did leave you hanging because you had so much more hope. With that star back in the past with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups, I feel like deep down you may have had hope that this person would do the right thing, right? They would propose, they would buy you this ring, this wonderful home, and there would be a new start, or you know what I mean? Or at least make the down payment and you both can make the payments together as a team, whatever. But at least some sort of foundation. You were hoping that this person would come through, but to only realize that they didn't is kind of like weighing heavy on your mind type energy. And under the deck, we have it here. The Ten of Cups. Look, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Justice card here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the Four of Cups. Yep. See, only for you to separate. And with the Chariot, this is only making you more determined to get what you want. Do you understand? And I do. I see the Ten of Cups and the Lovers in your future with the Justice card. Like I said, this is all about karma and you getting what you deserve and getting what is coming towards you. But there's going to be separation. There's going to be a separation. It's going to be after, this separation, right? And it's going to be frustrating. She definitely looks pissed off. Like, how dare you offer me that cup? How dare you? No, I'll just sit here and wait. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So let's see. What obstacles will Cancers face? Okay, look at this. Look at this. First card out the deck. Mixed signals. Oh, here's the second one. And that one was like a volleyball. Okay. And it came out in the reverse. So we have two. We have no spark and we have spiritual in the reverse, y'all. No spark in the reverse and spiritual in the reverse. So again, mixed signals. We have to admit that the chemistry just isn't there between us. And this is in the reverse. The reason why is because it's like this person is refusing to admit the truth here. With spiritual here in the reverse here, this says, I love how aligned we are in our beliefs and core values. We can really grow together. We can't. There's an energy of no growth because you are not aligned in your belief. You don't even want this. Deep down, it doesn't even matter to you. See what I mean? With ascension, and we've got in the reverse and attack in the reverse, it's like this person just doesn't even care, honestly. Okay, look at this. Didn't I tell you? What did I tell you, Cancer? Friends with benefits, baby. This person is just satisfied just doing the do until they, you put dirt on top of them. Like, honestly, this person, see, with situationship, I'm telling you, please, you guys, have boundaries with this person. Y'all, this reading is so on freaking point. Cancer, I'm telling you, if this person just wants friends with benefits at this stage in the game, you know what I mean? Just leave them. Just throw the whole situationship away and start over new with the Fool. Just start over fresh. Use your intuition, right? With the High Priestess, the Fool and High Priestess. Use your intuition and just move on. Okay? Because if they didn't learn their lesson all this time, they're not going to learn it now. They just want you to, hold their hand a little bit longer until they have to let go forever. Okay? Don't do it, Cancer. So, what is the advice? Okay? What is the advice for my Cancers? Wow. Oh, okay. Look, so we got ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Receive with love and appreciation and speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So there's going to come a time in this situation, I feel like, where you may need to ask someone for help. I do feel like it's going to be post this separation. I don't feel like it has anything to do with this karmic that you're walking away from, but for some of you, a small percentage, it could be. Um, but it does say to speak the language of love, okay? Have loving words, and it has the power to change. So there could be someone, and it could be this karmic where you being loving, even though you're leaving this person, it may intrinsically affect this person. I have chemistry. I do have I love you coming through. Okay. I have learning and I have gratitude with new career. So this person, and then we have cleansing. This person may change. It says within a week. So this person may make a really quick turnaround after you walk away, but you're definitely going to separate from this person. So I don't want to mislead anyone to thinking that somebody's going to magically change before you leave and walk out the door. No, there's going to be a separation. I saw the Phoenix. There's definitely a renewal. I saw the Fool. I see that. I see an ending. I see the Ten of Swords, a walking away, and someone getting their heart broken. So it's going to happen, and it's going to have to happen in order for this person to really get it, Cancer. I'm telling you right now. So don't get scared at the prospect of walking away from a situation, not thinking that it's not going to transform. The Phoenix is about transforming, right? Coming from ashes to something very beautiful. It does happen. It can. If you have hope, if you believe in love, baby, which I do, okay? Most of us Cancers do, by the way. If you believe in love, okay? I'm just saying. And under the deck, it does say appreciate this moment. Okay. It does say that every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So this could be an energy of this situation growing into something real and long lasting, or this could be an energy of finding something new. Okay. And accepting what may not have been at the time, but appreciating this moment and doing it with compassion, doing it with love. Okay. So, yeah, that is us. Okay. We will do the most loving things for people, even though we are, ending a situation. That is just the way we are. That's how we were built as Cancers. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I love you guys so, so much. I'm sorry it was a little long winded, but this was such a beautiful reading, you guys. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit those like buttons. You guys make sure you subscribe to all three of my channels. The links are below. Don't forget about the sale. It's going through next weekend. Happy Mother's Day in advance. I love you guys so much. And it is Gemini season. And y'all, it's a crazy time. So I love you guys. I hope you guys resonate with the energy. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.